in Santorini. It's a little treat. So we're in Santorini. We are not staying in the van. We're booked into a little apartment. I'm meeting my daughter this evening. So we're here for 5 days. This is why I worry about Pudding. She's barking at that. She had a brain, she would be dangerous. Come on, this way. Pudding, come on. Pudding hasn't seen her other mummy since February, so she's gonna be beside herself.
Baby! Hello! Hi! Oh my gosh, hello! I know you want to bring me something! Hi!
Yeah, that's what I need. Thanks. I've taught her well. Thanks, Abs.
It's alright?
Well, my nice peaceful time has gone. You right, Abs? Planning what you're wearing?
Yeah, you know, for the 4 days I'm here.
That's not even all of it.
I'm still hanging out.
So Santorini is obviously not about van life. We're just here having a few days, just spending some time together really. It's quite nice to not be dressed like a tramp, although I've got to be honest, this is the one and only time I will wear this top. So annoying. Yeah. Cheers, Abs.
Cheers.
Pudding's worn out because obviously, like with both of our mummies here, she's yeah, it's all been a bit too much. What are you having?
A margarita.
With a view. So obviously it's compulsory to come to Ia, which is spelt O-I-A, while you're in Santorini. So that's tonight's plan. A couple of cocktails, enjoy the sunset. So obviously this is a massive tourist attraction here, coach loads of people. But we're tourists, aren't we, Abs? Yeah. So because these are such great positions to watch the sunset, there is actually a minimum spend of 25 euros, which is better than the last place we went to, which was 70 euros minimum spend per person. So yeah, we are indulging ourselves in some more food and drinks whilst we sit here. This is actually called Vinsanto. It's a traditional sweet wine of Santorini. So obviously we've had to order a sweet crepe to share, to have with it. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
Enjoy.
Do you want?
It's annoying because you really can't get the gist of how big and fat Abby is.
So bad, it's
Of how big and fat the sun is. There's not a bad view here. Hired a quad.
That seat is so hot. Oh my god.
Alright, Puds. Right, it's on the right hand side, don't forget. Baby! Hi! Hi! So we're having a beach day today. I thought I'd try this out. I got gifted it in the UK and I brought it with me because I think it's perfect for van life. It's basically called the 55 and it's an exercise, so you can do weighted exercises, which I have not done any of since I've been away. In fact, my training's been terrible, but anyway, you add the weight because it's like really light, like this, and then you add the weight from sand, and obviously because we're now on a sandy beach, I'm gonna have a go. I don't normally talk about products in my videos, but I felt this product was so well suited to van life, because weight is obviously such a key factor normally. And for those of us who still want to stay active and fit while we're on the road, this product is so flexible. I've done a separate video so you can find out a bit more about it. Black sand was a bit hot for pudding, so we found our way into a pool. Same rules apply though, just got my drink.
High maintenance.
Oh, hang on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Burner beans.
It's been really lovely here, just completely relaxing. Not really doing an awful lot. It's our last kind of full day today, so we're off down to the beach again. Hoping we can sit a little bit closer to the water so that Puds can get in now and then, stay cool, because it's a bit warm for a puppy. Oh, she's off again. Do you want a bit of sand in your water? Your water bowl, darling. I need to get rid of the sand that you've just put in. Come down to the beach now the sun's gone down, so that Puds can have a good little run around. It's really hard to give her a run around because it's beaches, because it's black sand. It's so hot during the day. Get it! So we've actually eaten at the same restaurant for 2 nights in a row now. I'm ill, by the way, in case my voice sounds weird. We've eaten here twice, and I've just discovered that everybody, the family that own it are all Albanian, so I'm not at all surprised. So this is the last couple of hours in Santorini. I've been quite poorly for the last few days. It's very hot. It's like been in the 30s some of the days, and which doesn't help when you're feeling a bit under the weather. But it's been lovely, spent some time with my daughter, kicking back a little bit and actually feeling like I'm on holiday, but I am looking forward to feeling a little bit of isolation again. It's very busy here, very touristy. But it's been good for Puds. She's actually had a chance to sort of climatise a little bit. No, she's done really well, bless her. But yeah, it's been really nice. Bye, Abs! It's been a nice 5 days. But the ferry's been delayed for about an hour or so. So we're just sitting at the ferry port. It's absolutely boiling. And we just went to buy some bits, but it's obviously because they've got a captured market, it's ridiculously expensive, and they were really rude, so I decided not to give any of them my money. But yeah, we're back into Greece. It's a 5-hour ferry trip, we're just over. And you can't go outside of the seating area on these ships. You basically get your seat and that's it, you sit there for 5 hours. Which is fine, but it puts us to hold keep her legs crossed. So we've just been walking around to try and make sure if there's anything that she needs to do, she can get it done now. Then we've got like 5 days back in Greece, mainland now. Way over here, they tried to say that it was a camper and that I should pay more. Just because I had a bed in the back. It's like, it's still the same size on the outside. This time I've pulled the curtain across so they can't see the bed. Anyway, I managed to avoid the chap who suggested I should come and pay more when I was on the boat last time. Fuck that. We're on the ferry. The trouble is they bark instructions on you of where you've got to park in Greek. I'm English. English. Yes. Okay, at the back. Reversing. Yeah. So we woke up this morning, I'll show you in a minute where we parked, but I'm feeling really ill. Like really ill. I've got a really bad chest. And obviously, until we got to Santorini, the temperature everywhere was really bearable, and it's now got... I mean, actually it was okay overnight. I was still under the duvet. We slept with the windows open, even though we're in a sort of residential area. But yeah, I feel really rough. So I'm actually at the moment trying to find out if there's an apartment nearby that I can stay in for a couple of nights, just while I get better, and with air conditioning, because obviously when you're ill and you've got a bad chest, the heat is not good. Yeah. So I did go and find a park for night area, but it wasn't really accessible and there's loads of kids around, so I've parked here instead. This was beautiful at night. You could see like the whole of the city lit up. It was really quite cool. I also want to get the van completely straight again. It's disgusting at the moment. I need to get everything washed. I haven't done the washing for a couple of weeks. Obviously one of those weeks pretty much I was in Santorini and wasn't staying in the van. But it needs a really good clean. Because in a few days I go on the ferry to Cyprus, which is a 30-hour ferry crossing. So I've got lots to do before then. So I've just booked a place for 2 nights from tomorrow. Ideally I would have had somewhere for tonight, but I think it's better that that I use today to get all my washing and everything done. It's not ideal because I feel so shit, but but it's got to be done. Okay, things are starting to come together now. I've just spent a little bit of time doing some admin. So I've found a supermarket nearby and a laundrette nearby, hopefully. I've just booked a hostel for tomorrow night and the next night. And then I need to be at the ferry port for Wednesday, so like the day after, 1 AM. What I haven't told you, although I did allude to this when I was in Albania the first time, I actually can't take my van on the ferry. Because it's basically what is written on the registration documents. It has to be a car or a camper because they only want the ferry to be used for tourism and not for trade. So even though I use my van for living in, because it's not classified or registered as a camper on the registration documents, I can't take it on the ferry. I've had many conversations and correspondence through email with different people and ferry services and everything, trying to find a way, but unfortunately it's not possible. So we are going on the ferry as foot passengers.
which is going to be interesting. I think we have found a solution for when I get there, but anyway, so I need to store my van somewhere for up to 3 months. So luckily, because Pascal knows everybody, he's managed to find me a garage that I can put the van in for 3 months before I get on the ferry. So these next few days are basically about me making sure that my van is pest proof. I don't want to come back and have it infested with anything. So I need to make sure there's no like crumbs, there's no like access points, and that everything is really clean. So yeah, this is going to be the fact that I'm feeling ill and the next few days are actually going to be really hard work. It's quite stressful, but that's possibly why I've got ill. It's probably a psychological thing, and I know I've got to pull my finger out a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. So I've got a few things done today. I've just spoken to the guy who's got the garage, had some breakfast, and we're about to go and get some laundry done, get some of the first jobs ticked off. I've decided, while I feel so shit and it's 34 degrees, let's go into the beach because it's not fair on Poods. Oh shit, which way am I going? Yeah, so we're just going to go and be around a bit of a breeze, hopefully, and have some cool water there for us to get in. So it's going to be an expensive day. €5 for parking for 4 hours, and then the sun lounges, €10 for the day. Funny, isn't it? You can tell it's more style over substance. I mean, who on earth has black sunbeds in this heat? Sorry. So we've set ourselves up at the beach. Liz has got her comfy bed and her water, and so have I. Yeah, we're just going to chill here for the beach in the shade, for the day in the shade. But unfortunately, the apartment I booked for 2 days, even though I selected it because it said it was pet friendly and there was no extra charge to dogs, they just messaged me saying they don't allow dogs. So back to the drawing board on that one. Just trying to find another apartment now. I'm not so like irritated now. You know when like everything just gets on your wick. And I had 2 hotels. I booked the first one with the accommodation, and they then told me they didn't accept dogs, even though I only selected them because they did. And then the second one said they only had dogs under 5 kilograms. So I was just like, oh my God, like one thing after another. And then, but they said they would make an exception on this occasion, which is like such a relief. Anyway, I've chilled out a bit now. I'm not feeling quite so shit, and I feel like I'm actually achieving some stuff. We found a parking space near the hotel. I've had such a nightmare day because I woke up ill. I got the dates wrong. So I've booked the hotel for not tonight, the 2 nights following, but the second night is when I'm getting the ferry. I should have booked it for tonight and the next night anyway. Oh, luckily I've been able to rearrange when I meet the guy about the garage, but it's 37 degrees. My phone just keeps turning off. I can't cope. So we've parked up near the hotel. I'm just going to leave the van here. We're going to sleep here tonight. I'm not moving it anymore. I've got a bit of shade, luckily. I'm just going to go and try and get some of our jobs done, and then hopefully I can put it in the car park of the hotel, and at that point I can clean it and stuff. So it's almost impossible to function in this heat. I literally can't think straight. Everything's wet. I'm just like, poor old Pudding. She's out in the shade now. Oh, it's just horrible. I've got like a air conditioning unit for the van, but I had it delivered to Cyprus. Obviously thinking that I'd be taking the van over, and yeah, I didn't expect it to jump from like 24 to 37 degrees in like 5 days. Anyway, we live and learn. Kurt hasn't eaten all of her dinner because it's too hot. I can't believe she's going to jump any second. leopards are proud of you. Yeah, they were eating your food. What are you going to do about it? I'm so tired. We were parked up near the hotel last night, but it was so hot. It was 28 degrees and lots of people walking around. So I had the windows open a tiny bit, but me and Putta were in there cooking. So I decided to move somewhere so that I could park right up next to something and have the window wide open. But with the heat and the traffic noise, and it was just horrendous. However, I did have a successful day yesterday. I've got a suitcase now, and I check into the hotel about midday, so I can get a lot of stuff done today, hopefully. I'm so tired. I reckon I probably had about 3 hours in total. So in between coughing, the heat and all the traffic, last night, it was pretty bad sleep. Leave it! Yeah, I don't think this kind of heat is doable without like a fridge and aircon. I mean, this is my butter. And it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I just don't know how, it would just use so much energy, so I don't know how it would be possible, really. Oh, slowly getting there. Packing everything up, being ruthless and throwing a lot away. That's my bedding, that's my suitcase I'm taking with me. That's put in. Just making sure everything's cleared out. Okay, things left to do. We need to go and get some big bin liners to put my mattress topper in. I need to wash the van. I've got another round of laundry with all the bedding and stuff. I need to bin all the food and make sure all the dishes are clean, and then literally gonna sweep out all the inside and clean everything. Apart from this mat, which I can wash, all the other mats are going in the bin. I just think it's time for a good refresh in here anyway. It'll be nice to come back to after a few months when it's all nice and clean. So we've had our first night in the hotel. I'm just trying to finish everything off, all the packing. Obviously it's not very easy. We've put in, I don't know what she's excited about. Anyway, suitcase is packed. I've just got, the things I've got left to do now are to wash the van, sweep up the van. All of the stuff in the van is all like packed away now. I thought I'd quickly, as we're about to enter the last leg of the journey, I thought I'd do you a quick update on the journey so far. Okay, so last time I did an update was in Montenegro, in Budva. So from there I went back into Albania, stayed at the Italian couple's campsite, stopped again at Durrës to get my brakes done, and then pretty much I went through Vlor and then down through to Samil, which is in the south of Albania. Then I took a ferry from Saranda across to Corfu for the day. And then from there I travelled through the Albanian-Greece border, down through a place called Brebesa. Then from there down through the underwater tunnel, and then across to Kilini, I can't remember what it's called. And then a ferry across to Zakynthos for a couple of days. Then back through, ancient Messine for the day to visit the ruins. Then I drove up to Piraeus, to the ferry port in Athens. Had a ferry across to Santorini, making a couple of stops on the way. I didn't get off, and then back to Piraeus. And that's pretty much, I'm kind of in this region now. And then my next leg, which tonight, I finally get on the ferry, which isn't even marked on this map because it's so sporadic and so seasonal. The ferry from Athens for the final leg of my journey through to Cyprus, which isn't on this European map, even though it's part of Europe. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's my journey from the UK to Cyprus, across land, but visiting islands of Ibiza, Mallorca, Corfu, Zakynthos and Santorini on the way before I finally get my ferry to Cyprus. So I pretty much did exactly what I said I was going to do. The islands aren't quite the islands I thought I was going to visit. I was hoping to do like Corsica and Sardinia, but you know, there's always the journey back. But yeah, I can't believe it. So February, March, April, May, 4.5 months pretty much. In and out of Europe a few times, but it's been really chilled. I really enjoyed it. Loads of experiences, met loads of people. Yeah, final leg. The only bit I haven't succeeded in doing is obviously getting my van to Cyprus, but yeah, it was impossible, a complete impossibility. So yeah, I tried every avenue. But you know, I've got me and Puds. Hopefully we survive the journey, the last bit. Hey Puds. You smiling? Are you happy? Thank you. Thank you. So ferry tickets are printed. We're going to the vet now, see if we can get some form of sedation for Puddin. I do have some CBD oil. If we can't find anything, which I've tried with her a few times, it does chill her a little bit, but I don't think it'll be enough. I think she's going to be absolutely traumatised by this ferry ticket, having to go in a crate for 30 hours. Apparently I'm only allowed to go and see her 5 times, and I have to be accompanied. Can't spend time with her, literally got to shut her. It's just, I mean, it's going to be awful for both of us, but she is literally going to be traumatised, so I'm hoping I can knock her out with something. 32 degrees today. It's only just gone 10 o'clock. So hot. They've got to do everything. Like this morning I've already done my laundry. I sorted out loads of stuff. You have to do stuff really early or late at night. It's too hot to do stuff during the day. So if we can get this vet sorted, I'm literally doing nothing for the rest of the day. But I might sleep. Brilliant vet. We've got some gel which I can manage the dose. Yeah, I feel so much happier. So I can choose how chilled I want her to be as well, based on the size of the dose. It's like gel that you put in her mouth. So, oh, what a relief. Yeah, that car wash was terrible. Anyway, so we have done everything. It's washed on the inside and out, everything apart from everything's wrapped up, protected from the elements, ready to be stored away. Yeah, it's weird, I feel like I've moved out properly now. So we've got 4 hours now until we have to leave and go and see Tassos, who is storing my van for me. So I've got that time. I'm just going to catch up on some work, which I'm waiting for. Tassos, thank you for giving me a lift.
It's my pleasure.
This is Tassos, who is also very kindly looking after my van whilst I'm in Cyprus.
To Athens at Piraeus.
Oh, okay. Ferry is practically empty. I think it's ludicrous that the dogs have to go into kennels for so long. I'm just gonna have a look and see what vehicles are on here. See, there's hardly anything. That's as far as it goes. Someone told me there was a 2.5 on it. Can't see. Oh yeah, down there. So I spoke to the guy who owns ferry's been funded by the government because they want to create a pathway from, this as far as I understand, they want to create a pathway from Greece to Cyprus, which is obviously part of Greece. None of the shipping companies want to do it, so the government have funded it. And I would imagine that what's happened is the government have put in strict rules that, because it's obviously public sector, and you know, the bureaucracy involved, and they're all sticking to it to the letter without actually having any level of humanity about them. But apparently it's funded by the, I think, Greek Cypriot government, but the crew on board are Egyptian, so and apparently they're not into dogs, which is why they don't give a shit about the fact that we're all traumatised that our dogs are shut away at night. All of the people on board here with their dogs are all up in arms this morning because they told us it was 8:30 that we could get to our dogs. By 9 o'clock they still hadn't let us in. They padlock the doors on the crates closed and they keep the key. So if there's any kind of emergency, that's it. There's no way of getting the dogs to safety. I mean, the conditions are good, you know, but a lot of these dogs are not used to being shut away, and the owners, I've seen quite a few owners in tears, me included. There's one lady inside with her dog.